Hi, everyone. I'm Dorothea Hendricks, your communication coach in presentation skills and the art of speaking. Today, we're going to be looking at tip number 9, and I just lost my voice. Today, we're going to be looking at tip number 9. Tip number 9 is know your presentation opening and know your presentation close so that you don't have to look at a slide and you don't have to read your notes. And why is it that you need to know your presentation opening and closing and not look at the slides? Well, because you want to be looking at the people that you're speaking to. You want to give them 100% of your attention, 100% of your attention. You want them to experience your confidence and the conviction that you have in your topic. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your topic is. If you're just doing a budget review, that's fine. If you're doing educational presentation, inspiration, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter where you're speaking, whether it's a boardroom, convention hall, and it doesn't matter who you're speaking to. What matters is that you give 100% of your attention to the people, grab their interest immediately, and then build the rapport, build the connection. And we do that. We build relationships by looking at people. Don't be the person who, when you're ready to start your presentation and you've got your slides up over here, you have to turn to your slide and go, oh, today we're going to be talking about the product review of different carpet cleaners. Or you've got your head buried down. I'm really glad that you're here today. So happy to see all of you. As we're going to cover product review on carpet cleaners. Oh, how excited am I? If I can't even in those few words, we're not even talking going into your presentation. We're talking just about welcoming and showing your enthusiasm for the people that you're speaking to. You don't have to jump from the rafters. You don't have to do a song and dance. Just basically be there, have a friendly look on your face and look at people to engage them. The opening, the beginning, when you start your presentation, this is really what your audience has been waiting for, whether they've been called and are there voluntarily or whether they've had to because of a work situation, they're at work, they need to listen to this presentation, they need to listen to you. It's your responsibility to give them a well-prepared, interesting, and dynamic presentation. Doesn't matter the subject. Basically, you're there to grab their interest, to let them know you're prepared, and to build a relationship with them, build that rapport so they pay attention. If you don't grab them, and if they don't pay attention, guess what? There are other things here that they can pay attention to right here. Right here is where people will gravitate. They'll be checking something else on their mobile. No, you don't want that. So that's why it's so important for you to make that eye contact and build that connection in the beginning. Tip 2, when we talked about tip 2, or I shared tip 2, I talked about the approaches, different approaches that we can use to engage people, to build that interest and pull them into your presentation. But you know what? They mean squat. Absolutely squat. If you don't look at the people that you're speaking to, you have to make eye contact. If you're looking at people on the virtual platform, a lot of people now use the virtual platform 99% of the time, like we're doing right now on Zoom. You've got that camera, and what you do is you look at that camera because that is your way of making connection, eye contact with the people on the other side. Not down, not sideways, but right there at that camera, making that connection as much as you can. So in real life, of course, you're going to look around, scan around the room. When it comes to speeches, when it comes to giving presentations, most people remember is the opening, and they remember the closing, the opening and the closing. So on that opening that you've got, those first few words that the audience hears, that the people who are sitting bums in seats will hear those first few words, they have to grab attention. They have to be organized and prepared well enough to actually lead the audience and build an interest and create a rapport. And so much of that really depends on you making eye contact. And when you make eye contact, there's another subliminally, or maybe even obviously, they know that you care. You're there looking at them. You're speaking with them, not just at them. And you're having a dialogue here. If you're asking questions, you're showing also that you care. And the same with the closing. When you're wrapping it up, people are looking to, well, what's the benefit here? What are the action steps I need to take? They're looking for something from you. And usually, as a presenter, you're going to be giving them something from you that they can do that will improve their life. And again, look at them, encourage them. When I look at you, you're more likely to take the action step because you know that I care and I have a benefit for you if you take that action step. So, your openings and closings. Know your opening, know your closing, so that you can look at the people that you're speaking to, so that you can give them 100% of your attention. And when you do that, you're going to get their interest. You're going to help them experience your confidence and the conviction in what you've got to say for them. Make that eye contact. And you can only make eye contact and make a connection when you know your opening and you know your closing. Well, stay tuned. Next week, we'll bring in tip number 10. Until then, sign up on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. And until then, wishing you mountains of success.